is up, YouTube, man? Today we are talking about Hall of Fame Anchor, what it does, is it worth it, all the little things you might not even think about when having Hall of Fame Anchor equipped, because of course we know Hall of Fame Anchor probably means more blocks, but what about everything else? What about when you don't get a block? What about when you're around the rim, the ball bounces out like you saw in some of the clips? What about when you just put your hand straight up and you don't actually get the block? There's no foul called. Is it helping that? Does it increase the contest you would get, say, if you didn't have Hall of Fame Anchor? We're going to be talking about all of it today. I got some 3v3 randoms gameplay for you guys, and starting right off right here, getting right into it. You see the anchor pop up? That looked like he was fouled almost 100%, but nothing was called. And with Hall of Fame Anchor, you get that animation a lot. Everything that should be called a foul, at least what we're used to at 2K. I do think 2K is a little bit crazy with how many foul calls they actually call when it comes to Comp Pro-Am, when it comes to Rec. Park, it's not too big of a deal. Ignore the cough, but it's still frustrating whenever you feel like you should have got a stop and they end up calling a foul. If you have Hall of Fame Anchor on, you do a hands-up contest, they're usually not going to call a foul as often as every other level of Anchor. Now, you still will get it from time to time, but the lesser amount of times you can get that, the better. Now, let's talk about getting blocks very quickly. Does having a higher level of Anchor give you a better chance to block the shot? Yes, but this is the thing too. To get Hall of Fame Anchor, you have to have 99 block. And, 99 block is going to do work by itself. Even if you don't have Hall of Fame Anchor on with 99 block, you're still getting quite a bit. Now, I will say, the higher you put the badge level, the more blocks you are going to get. So it definitely helps, but it's not even the best thing about Hall of Fame Anchor. The absolute best thing about Hall of Fame Anchor is just being able to make people miss shots whenever they go and try to dunk. The ball bounces off the rim so many times. I mean, I've played multiple rec games, multiple 3v3 games, where people miss 2, 3, 4 dunks in a single game. That's in park, and in rec, I've seen people miss 5, 6, 7, 8 dunks just because I'm around the rim. Now, I believe, too, if you have multiple people with Anchor in the paint, it's going to stack. It's going to make them have an even higher chance of missing the shot. I've even seen it in Comp Pro-Am where the center will have 99 block and the power forward will have 99 block. They both have Hall of Fame Anchor. And if you're trying to take layups, you're trying to take dunks in the paint, it is hard to actually get them to go in, which sounds crazy because dunking the ball should be simple enough. Right here, the guy dots me. I start dancing after the green right here. Overall, is Hall of Fame Anchor worth it? Absolutely. Whether you are a center, if you can get 99 block, it is expensive. Now, you may not be able to get a Hall of Fame Anchor build if you're making a center that can shoot, that can post score, that can rebound early efficiently. It's going to be tough to make it happen, but it's absolutely worth sacrificing other stats if you want to go for that 99 block. Same thing if you are a power forward, getting 99 block at 6'9", 6'10", 6'11". It's absolutely going to be felt, except for the times when you get dunked on, except for the times when you get a foul in the paint when your guy's going up for a hands-up contest, except for the times where they hit a contested layup on you. You are still going to have those happen every once in a while, and it's going to make you feel like Hall of Fame Anchor is worthless. But as somebody that has a 99 block Hall of Fame Anchor build, has builds with bronze Anchor, has builds with gold Anchor, silver Anchor, I definitely feel the best on my 99 block 7-footer, even more so than the other taller centers. I have the 7'3", the 7'2". Let me know what you guys think about Hall of Fame Anchor in the comments. If you guys did make it this far, put Anchor in the comments. You see, pretty competitive game right here. He kind of stops right before he gets to the paint and goes up with like a close shot. That works out. We will take buckets like that. I also recommend, too, if you guys don't have a squad to play with, if you're fine not getting that much rep in the theater, because you don't get that much when playing in here, but if you get a random team and do good, you can keep that same team, and you'll still be going up against people that are random queuing. Now, they could be, on a win streak. They could have chemistry playing like 5 games if they're doing that, but it's a good way to not have to play against squads of 3 that you might run into in the park quite a bit. You see they end up quitting right here. We are getting the block, 18-11. The only thing now to do is finish the game, and you're going to see we have a little bit of trouble with that, but it does give me a chance to show off this Hall of Fame Anchor. Now right there, I was trying to go in for a nasty block. If you have some nice vertical rating with Hall of Fame Anchor, you can get some, like, look at my guy jumping so high. I mean, you can actually sometimes get those insane blocks with the Hall of Fame Anchor. It helps you have a high vertical. If you have rim protecting takeover, the stuff blocks, that helps even more. But sometimes you don't always want to get the block, and that is where Hall of Fame Anchor comes into play, because if you can make people miss the shot without blocking it out of bounds, and then your team can actually get possession of the ball a lot more. Whereas, you know, if you're blocking it, you're rarely blocking it to your teammates. Now, I see people on the other team block a shot on my team, and it goes right to their hands, but it never seems to be the case with my team. I'm sure everybody feels like that. Right here, I get a yellow contest. Again, not a block, not a crazy high contest, but Hall of Fame Anchor definitely affecting it. The shots, man, will not drop to end the game, but you are going to see once we get it down one more time. I'm going to get the ball in my hands. Make sure we get him out of here. He gets a nice shot right there, 14-20. Also, a recommendation, if you guys do make a build, if you do have a build with Hall of Fame Anchor and you haven't been able to core it, definitely just play rec with randoms. I was grinding out the build in the rec, and Hall of Fame Anchor was the first badge. Out of any of the badges I have, I got cored. Just because I was blocking everything, just because I was getting a contest on everything. Anytime you make it pop up, you're getting core progress for it right here. Again, not a block, but the Hall of Fame Anchor, good shot contest. Those shots will not go in a lot of the time, and it does make it seem like a bigger contest. That could have been a yellow right there, depending on who's contesting the shot. Since it was me, it ended up being a red right there. I tried to dive for it. I was going to shoot one of the shots off of the ground. We get it, though. Starting off a lot hotter this game than we ended last game. Right here, they're going into the paint. It's not the right decision. Another thing, too, if you just want to play 3v3, no squad randoms right here, that is another way you could core this badge, because a lot of people do like driving in here. Right here, my guy ends up getting the steal. He's got the floaty on. He goes in for his windmill dunk. I'm thinking this guy had a super high dunk, or that's the only dunk package that he has on, because he was getting that animation quite a lot. He didn't even need to use the dunk meter right here. He tries to dot the corner. A very good dot. I was kind of, you know, I was having that feeling where I was wanting to contest and block everything. And that can be a weakness of having a Hall of Fame Anchor. You feel like you need to be in the paint to contest. But if your guy can't shoot, you at least got to have some kind of plan right here. He dots me. The guy jumps, gets a yellow contest, but I do got Deadeye on this build, got blinders, and you can hit yellows if you're ready to time the jump shot differently for the contest. Now, it really messes me up when I think it's going to be contested and I end up timing it like that. It ends up being open, or vice versa. I do that quite a bit, but I knew that was going to be at least a yellow, so I was ready to hold it a bit longer. 11-3 right here. My guy doing circles. They're giving him space. He shoots it very deep, you know, maybe a little bit too deep, but I am there for the offensive rebound. Back up. The simple two-hand 70 standing dunk does quite a bit on a center. Even if you don't want to go for the contact dunks, just having 70 goes a long way for situations like that. And 3-13, as you guys can expect, they were not going to have much of a chance. Now, right there, you know, did I get there in time? Maybe if I was in front of him instead of a little bit behind him, that could have missed. But like I said, things like that are going to happen, even with Hall of Fame Anchor, even with 99 blocks. So you can't protect yourself completely, but Hall of Fame Anchor is going to give you the best shot, and you will feel your player getting the best shot to actually make people miss. Whether you get a block, whether you get a hands-up contest, whether I knock him down right there and they don't call a foul. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video, man. This is Tonic. I will catch you guys in the next one. If you guys did enjoy, if you want to drop a like and subscribe, of course, I do appreciate it a ton. And I'm out, man. Peace.
Come get it, come get it.